Hello. Happy Motivational Monday. Who's in the house? Come on down. Look, hot melt mix. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, no, I don't want to watch it on my TV. Boom shakalaka. Hello, Cassie and Catherine. Yay. Hello, ladies. Hello, Margot. And Jennifer is here. So is Amy. Hello. Hello, Danielle. Hello, Miss Marla is in the house. Martha, Denise. Howdy, howdy. Good afternoon. Who is ready to get their motivation on? I'll tell you what, I am. Hi, Liz, Heather, Diane. I love her, your little busy bee thingy. Cute. Hi, Robin and Heather. Good to see everybody. Thanks so much for popping in. You know, we are pinkies up. Yes, indeed. Yvonne's got her pinkies up in Whittier from my hometown. Kathy and Rebecca, good to see you both. Everybody, great to be here. Anita's here, so's Monica. Boy, look at all you guys. You're just so busy. And Jillian is here. And Brenda is here. You're just pouring in the door. Pouring in. Yeah, so just an FYI about Facebook. We've had some people asking about closed captioning. We are looking into it. I believe there is a setting here. We're trying to get that on, so just please patience with us if you would. Also, we've had people asking about closed captioning for our event on Saturday. Again, we're looking into it. One of the things that we have found is when you do a text stack, is sometimes you just disable the whole thing. So it's got to be tested. A lot of things are going into it. You can thank our sweet Jenny, who is looking into all of this, testing it, and making sure it happens. Thanks, Deborah. I appreciate that. So that's something that we're very well aware. We want to be as inclusive as possible. We just need the technology to cooperate with us, right? That's the big thing. If we can get the technology, we're going to bring it to you. I promise you, hand to God. This is our hearts. Our hearts are, how can we support you? And any way that we can support you, we will support you, okay? I'm just letting you know everything is in the works. So please, if you have any questions, anything about the conference, and you want to know what you can do, what you can get, what's going on, then know that we're doing this conference on Saturday, and you're going to want to be a part of it. The swag bag will be delivered at 5 p.m. Eastern on Saturday as the conference is winding down. I'm sure we're going to go a little bit over. But I just want you to know that, because that swag bag is full of all kinds of goodies. It has more cost than even in the cost of the ticket. So that's pretty cool. Just check that out. So if you want to find out more about this, you can open another tab and go to savingdinner.com/house. You can find out all about it. Marla and I are jumping out of our skins about this. We are so excited. We have things set up. I've ordered stuff. She's got things. We're doing everything. Here's the things that you have to understand. One of the things that we are so passionate and cuckoo about is making sure that you are set up to have the tools that you need in order to be successful. Yes, you're going to personalize them. Yes, you're going to customize them. Maybe you're not going to take the sheets off your bed on Monday. That's not the big thing, right? The big thing is, do you have a plan in place? And the plans are what create the framework for changing your life. And we're going to show you exactly what to do. The other thing is body, mind, soul, and home. All of this, 1000% is connected. And if you want to make these connections, you're going to want to be there on Saturday, because I'm telling you right now, once you start making this connection, you will never look at it the same. Everything changes. This is how I got my house cleaned up 20 years ago, and I've never looked back. This is also how I took off. I was weighed at 237 pounds and took that weight off. I am telling you, it's not about perfection, it's about excellence. And this is going to be a training ground for excellence. And we are flying out of our skins, excited so we can support you on this journey. Okay? And it's not like you haven't heard everything before, but this is all going to be put together in one conference so that you can make this actionable. You can make this happen. Okay? Who's with me on this? Where are my pinkies? Bring your pinkies up. Go get signed up right now. savingdinner.com/house. Everything is right there. We always have Q&A on Friday, so if you have a question for me about nutrition, cooking, etc., send an email into support@savingdinner.com, and in that subject line, question for Leanne on Friday, I will get to it. There's my pinkies. Catherine, Yvonne. This is a community. What is this? Everybody asks me, what are you doing? Sort of like a pinky swear. We put our pinkies up because and sometimes a pinky clap, we're together. It's just a little symbol to say we're together on this. This is a community. This is a community of love and support and encouragement. That's what it's all about. And I'm telling you, I don't know about you, but I cannot wait for that. I can't not have the support. I cannot have the encouragement. If lack of that in my life makes me feel vacant and awful. So there you go. You have to connect with the things, okay? All right, don't forget, we have always a supplement of the week. Our supplement of the week, the glycozyme, is flying out the door, and this is the reason why. Digestion is everything. Digestion is everything, and so is keeping your blood sugar down. Without digestion, and a lot of us have compromised digestion, that means that you're burping, you're bloated, you get skin issues, joint pain, all of that is connected to not getting the nutrition you need out of your food. If you have gallbladder issues, etc., this is the thing for you. Plus, everything that's in it supports healthy blood sugar. This is really anti-inflammatory. You take a pill or two about an hour or about 15 minutes before you eat with a full glass of water, and you're going to feel like a new woman, and you're not going to have those issues. That's how cool this is. Put 3 in the cart, you will get a 4th one sent to you free. Plus, you can get free shipping. Just put free shipping in the promo code, or ships free, in the promo code, and away we go. And if you spend $200, I'll send you a mindful mug. You guys, I didn't flip the thingy again. It's Monday. Give me a break. Speaking of that, you know our core 4, how much we love it. I have to show you the white bottles because I was so disappointed about the white bottles. But again, supply chain, y'all. It is COVID. We're still dealing with that stupid virus. So here's what you have to see. This is what they're going to look like right now until we can go back to our pretty black bottles. Black bottles with, doesn't that just set off the whole label? Whatever. Can you guys work with us on this? Can you be flexible? Grab them, all 4, $59. That's a screaming deal. You can grab them in the shop. We have them here. Fly Lady has them as well. We sell a lot of them, and the reason we sell them is because they are core to your health. I'm going to guarantee you right now, most of you have a deficit. Most of you have a deficit. The workshop is recorded. The workshop, you will have 100% access to it for the rest of your life. I'm serious. You get to keep this. Forever and ever, amen. That's how it all works. Collagen Challenge is today for those of you who are doing it. Yay. This is Hot Melt Mix. If you're wondering what this is, it's an electrolyte mix. I drink it every day. I'm going back to my habit of drinking it during my show because I keep forgetting, and it makes me feel better. If you're transitioning from being a sugar burner to a fat burner, all day long, this will make you feel better, I promise. Our quote of the week is, I'm going to show it to you, even though it's backwards. The most creative thing you will ever undertake is the act of creating yourself. Isn't this just so appropriate for this week? It's the act of creating yourself. I know you want to create yourself. I know you want more for your life. That's what we're going to talk about a little bit today, because I get emails a lot saying, oh, I lost my motivation. I lost my get up and go. I need help. How do I get off the couch? I get it, I get it. But here's something you have to look at. Motivation is something that just doesn't dump out of the sky onto your head. The seekers will find. Seek and ye shall find. Have you ever heard that Bible verse before? Good. Good. I know you've heard it because I'm going to show you how to find it right now. We're talking about motivation. Motivation makes it so that it's fun. It's delicious. It's something that you want. I am motivated to fill in the blank. I am motivated to do this stuff. So there is science also behind motivation. It is a mind science thing. It's part of your mindset. And there are ways that you can stir the pot yourself to get that motivation going. Seriously going. So let's start with one of the biggest things in the world. You cannot be motivated to do something different if you do not have a different vision for your life. Do you have a vision for your life? Do you have goals that support that? Goals just basically are the posts that go up and get you the information that you need, get you the help that you need. Goals are everything. They show you exactly what to do next. Exactly what to do next. And I'm going to tell you right now, we do that in Take Back Your Life journal. And I've got a whole workshop and everything set up for you. And if you're coming to this conference on Saturday, you will get this free. You'll get the PDF. You can print it out as many times as you want. It shows you how to set up goals for the next 90 days. Because I'm telling you, 1 year is too much. But 90 days, now that's something we can take a look at. That's something that we can do. Do you agree with that? It makes it that much more achievable. And our visions for ourselves, we have to wrap around our visions of ourselves the emotions of what it feels like to be walking in those shoes. You know, a little empathy for yourself and a little motivation for yourself. See it, believe it, look for it. Because the motivation for who you are comes from deep within. And the motivation to achieve something new also comes from within. But you also can look from without. You know, you can see like go to the grocery store and go into the produce department and see all of that green dropping in your cart and making you feel good. Because that's part of it. If you can't feel good, you can't feel good by doing the same old thing. You already know what's not working. That's what needs to be replaced. When we can replace what isn't working with something that will, that's when everything changes. And sometimes it's just a little tweak. You know, it's like finding a radio station. Sometimes you have to fine-tune it. Sometimes you just have to fine-tune it. Instead of eating that baked potato, you throw it out and just have extra green vegetables and watch what happens. Suddenly you're dropping the carbohydrates. Suddenly your waist is getting smaller and oh, there go the pounds. And you're feeling better. Because what we're looking at is there are inflammatory ways of living your life as well as eating. And inflammation comes in a lot of different forms. And any of you who've been around a lot of negative people know that. It's inflammatory. Inflammatory conversation, inflammatory everything. And you don't want to be around that. So flip out the negative people in your life for positive people. Build a community and be a part of a community where encouragement is the name of the game. You're encouraged, you're supported. Excuse me, and you're given the tools that you need in order to create that kind of a life. We all have in our mind's eye a vision of what we'd ultimately like and what we ultimately want. When we connect to it emotionally and we can see it in our mind's eye, things start to change. That's part of our reticular activating system, you know? As we can see things moving in our direction, we can start to see that yes, you can do it, because part of motivation is momentum. And that momentum, you know, knock down that you have to knock down one domino for momentum. One domino. But you also have to have them lined up. Get your community lined up. Get your people lined up. Get your food lined up. Get these things lined up and in a place so that you can be motivated by not just them being there, but also by taking the first step. How do you get up the stairs? You take one step, and then you take another, and you take another. And, you know, we all know this. We did not get here overnight, and it's going to take a minute. And one of the things that we really need to do is, instead of beating ourselves up, take that energy, redirect it and put it into the things that you actually want, not the stuff that you don't want. That's where all our energy is going. We whine endlessly and we complain. We get on the phone, oh, you just wouldn't believe how awful this is and how my husband's so not supportive and all my friends. And then they put this out and I went to church and there was donuts out and you know what me and donut. And all the energy is going toward that negativity. What if instead you just say, okay, so that was then, this is now. This is me, the new and improved version. Instead, I'm going to take all that energy that I've used for complaining and whining in the past, redirect it and put it to, what can I do with this green stuff that I just picked up at the grocery store? Give yourself points. Stop the madness. Stop doing the crazy that has gotten you into this place in the first place. It's a shift. It's saying, I don't like this. I'm going to do this instead. Swap it out. Take out the garbage. Look at your grocery cart. What's in it? If you've got stuff with a lot of packages and a lot of ingredients on there and you don't know what it is, it goes back to the shelf. Simple. Remember yesterday? We talked about this whole thing about it's not, if you're upset with yourself, it's not because you're upset with God's design. It's because you're upset with what you've done with your fork. What's at the end of your fork is the most powerful thing and the most powerful statement that you can make for your life. On the end of that fork has got to be green, because green is going to feed your cells. Green is going to make you feel better. Green's going to cool the inflammation. Simple. Difficult to make that transition? Not really. The hard part is being conscious, staying in and out of, staying in the place of being a conscious person, right? Being a conscious person, making those choices, shopping for those things, and deciding no more autopilot for going home and going through the drive-thru. No more eating out of bags. Make rules for yourself. These are the things that change the whole trajectory of your life. It's a small thing, but it's a big thing. Yes, that's exactly right, Kimberly says. What's in your cart? What is in your cart? Your grocery cart is going to tell you what your health is about. Because if you don't have things in there that are one ingredient items, basil, lettuce, apples, ground beef. I mean, you see what I'm going with this? When you have to pick it up, put on your glasses and read the ingredients, I guarantee you there's trouble ahead. Marla and I went to Fresh Foods. This is before the pandemic hit. We were in there for 2 hours, seriously, shopping everything, and we went through every ingredient. Anytime, we picked it up, I've got my glasses and I'm reading away at everything. And I will say probably 75% of the stuff that I read, we put back on the shelf. And this is from a good high-end grocery store that has good stuff in there. And still, things had to go back on the shelf. Because when we're eating for our body, we're either eating to fuel it or we're eating to inflame it. There is no middle ground there. And part of our motivation for going to the green is going for the feeling better. What is it going to take? We have to look at what it's going to take, and we have to make choices based on that. And I say we rely on momentum. Momentum is the thing that keeps things going. The positive people in your community are the things that keep things going. And I will tell you this, get hooked on dopamine. Get hooked. Dopamine is not only a neurotransmitter, it's also a hormone. It makes you feel good. You get it from jumping. I jump on my trampoline when I'm listening to Marla's show. And sometimes I'll come over to the computer and then I go back onto my trampoline and bounce some more. But that's what does it for me. It is just amazing. It's amazing. It lights you up. It makes you feel good, and it gives you an opportunity to tune in to your other hormones, hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin, who, when they're out of whack because of high cortisol, high stress, eating crap, when that's all out of whack, then it's game on. And food is it's nothing more than a drug to fix your addiction. And I say this coming from a place of being a food addict. I understand this. And even with good food, if you overeat that becomes inflammatory. So we've got to be looking at what are the things that we can do to unplug the inflammation. And I'm talking inflammation when it comes to food, environment, people, places, things, whatever, and plug into the things that cool off the inflammation, that help you to live the life that you want to lead. Vibrant, optimal, energetic, fun, positive. Those are the things that we want. And you know, sometimes you need a little mentoring. This is exactly why Marla and I are doing this conference. You need to be mentored? Fine. Plug in for $47 for a whole day from two experts who've been there, done that, and gotten the t-shirt. Why wouldn't you join us for that? Plus, you're going to get a swag bag that has all the other goodies in it too, that's worth more than the ticket. I look at things from the perspective of I get coached. So if I'm getting coached on things that I need coaching with. If there is something in your life that isn't working, you got to figure out what it is, and you got to go get the help for it. Then get plugged into the community. Then get plugged into your food. Get plugged into all the things that contribute to your well-being. Because it's not just your house. It's not just your genes. It's just not about the crappy mindset. It's not about all of the negativity. It's not about all of that. It's not. It's not one thing. It is about all of that, I should say. They all play into each other. It's one negative hand washing another negative hand. And we get to change that, flipping out and understanding what the heck is going on, and then plugging into the things that we can do that are just a little bit different. And once we harness good habits, that becomes momentum. That momentum is our routines that are set up morning and evening. And it changes the entire trajectory of our lives. And I say this as someone who's been there and done that. Changes everything. Momentum, motivation, they go hand in hand. And when you can harness that, that's when you get onto the springboard for the rest of your life. It changes everything. So if you're looking for motivation and you've lost your motivational mojo and you want to get it back, it's all about who you plug into with. It's getting the direction that you need. It's creating a vision for your life, and it's plugging into the emotion of what that will feel like. You know? It's not hopeful, wishful thinking. It's actually plugging into it, because when we do this, our brains operate off of what it is that we're seeing and how we are emotion. Do you remember this example that I shared with you? That they had two concert pianists. One was imagining what it would be like to play and emoting with it and everything. And then another was actually playing. They did brain scans of both. And guess what? They were identical. That's showing that your brain doesn't know the difference between when you imagine something versus when you do it. So imagine to your heart's content. See the details. Feel it. Feel every single detail of how juicy and delicious an optimized life would be. You get to do this. You've got the imagination. Be curious enough to put this into play and have this be your motivational mindset. Plug into it. It's incredible what happens when you plug into the good stuff like that. It's juicy, it's fulfilling, and it does create the vibrancy that you want in your life. I don't know about you, but I don't want excuses anymore in my life. I don't want the yeah buts anymore. I want the yeah ands. I want all the things, all the things. And when you pull all the things together and you start saying, I'm going to do this, these are the people I'm going to hang out with, this is the food I'm going to eat, this is the hydration that I'm going to take in, I'm going to move my butt, your life is going to be completely different than it was last month. That is a promise, hand to God. So, are you ready? Are you ready to get up off of that couch and say no more? Are you ready to grab onto the motivation and to the mojo and the momentum and become a new woman? I know you are. I read your emails. I know you want this. Let's get on it. It's time, ladies. I am done with all of it. I am done with pandemics, with the bad news, with all of that. It's about you now. The news is out there, but I'm going to tell you what we can plug into, and it's this. It's exactly what I'm talking about. We are on it. I want you there on Saturday. With all my heart, I want you there. We have all kinds of stuff that we're offering, and we are absolutely charged and ready to take you to the next level. If that's you, sign up today, savingdinner.com/house, and I'll see you on Saturday. In the meantime, get pumped, get motivated, and start thinking about what your life is going to look like. If you're looking for the momentum, start looking at the vision. See it in your mind's eye, feel it, and feel the emotion. It's just going to pump you up. I'm pumped. I know you are. Pinkies up, ladies. Peace be with you. I'll see you tomorrow.